Reptile lovers, it's Amphibian Boss here, and welcome to my segment for international herpers. Today we will be talking about lizards, and for my segment we'll be talking about my crested gecko. This here is my little crested gecko. Don't have a name for him, but he's got a personality for a name. If you guys have any good name ideas, let me know. He's really cool. I bought him at a reptile expo. I got him from Flint Hill Geckos, or Gecko Hill to be exact. If you guys live in the GTA area in Ontario and near there, I would strongly suggest buying a gecko from them. You'll get a very healthy gecko. They sell a variety of different types of geckos, mostly crested geckos and leopard geckos. There he goes. It's a really jumpy little fella. They mostly are. I'm going to cut in here and show you guys my tank. So this here is my tank. It's a 12 by 12 by 18 terrarium. Just small. I got a little pothos here. I got my homemade rock wall. I just keep him on normal soil with a drainage layer, and he does great. He's been eating crickets like crazy. He's a monster, and he's starving all the time for crickets. I love it. And he's also been eating his crested gecko diet all the time. So if you guys are interested in getting a crested gecko, they are awesome pets, great starter pets for a kid or even an adult who is looking for a cool new pet other than a dog or a cat or a fish. They're really awesome. They are good reptiles to support the reptile community, getting everybody into it and loving reptiles. Thanks for watching my segment, guys. Remember to tune in next week.
Hey, it's Lakes Reptiles here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about lizards, and more specifically geckos. Alright, this is my crested gecko, and you might notice some differences between this gecko and some other kind of lizards. First of all, it has really big eyes, and this is because almost all geckos are nocturnal, save for a few different species of day geckos. Now, if you look closely at the gecko's toes, you'll notice the main claw right there, and this little pad around the toe. And what this is a pad of little tiny hairs that grip almost all surfaces that they touch. One of the only things that geckos cannot climb on is Teflon, which is the non-stick coating on frying pans. They can even climb straight up glass. Many species of geckos also don't have eyelids, and the only way that they can clean their eyes or blink is actually by licking their eyes with their tongue. Geckos can be found all over the world, in Asia as well as across the world in North and South America. This gecko is a crested gecko, as I said before, which can be found on the island of New Caledonia, which is near Australia. The species was thought to be extinct until rediscovered on the island, where you can also find the world's largest species of gecko, aptly named the New Caledonia giant gecko. Well, I hope you learned a few things about geckos that you didn't know before. This is Lakes Reptiles. So long till the next video.
Okay, what is up, guys? Coming back here for episode 2 of International Herpers, and this week our topic was lizards. So here I have my 55-gallon SizzleBird water skink tank, and right there's the female in the water section, which is filtered. And today I'm just going to be talking a little bit about them and where they're from. So as their name suggests, they're from Sulawesi, and they really like the water. And Sulawesi is an island in Indonesia. So continuing on, apart from that bit of moss right there, it's probably pretty hard to see with this sphagnum. I have some more moss off in the corner, right under that air plant. right in the corner there. And also this big green one right here, that is a snake plant. I think they look really awesome, and I would highly recommend them for any vivarium. So, other than that, future plans for this tank, maybe like a nice background or something. I think it would look really nice, and it would benefit the skinks a lot too, so it can feel more secure instead of just being in a literal glass box. So I know I want it like that. So for these guys, temperatures, I want to stay around like the high 70s, like 78, 79, up to like 80, and like it's like 83 for like there's like average temperature. So also, as you may have noticed, under the filter there is a rock, and that is to keep it the sound of the water splashing quieter, so it doesn't drive me insane. And a really good tool that I would recommend for anybody that has to maintain a humid environment is definitely one of these pump and sprays. You just pump the top part right here up and down, builds up pressure, and you just hold this right here down and just continuously sprays water, and it's really nice. You don't have to like tire out your fingers, or I mean, unless you're like me and just have really buff fingers, but so that's really nice. And also, as you probably have noticed, I have some pothos. There's some of the filters, and then there's some right there, and then that's one plant right there. Actually, that's two plants. That one's a different one. I'm pretty sure that most of you guys haven't really ever heard of these guys. Yeah, they're pretty rare, and they're really awesome. You might have seen the male earlier. He's back there right now, like behind there. They're almost like little crocodiles or alligators, and they just eat basically the same thing any other lizard would eat. They eat mealworms, crickets, probably dubia roaches. The guy I got them from fed him dubia roaches, so I've only fed them crickets and mealworms so far, but they have a really good feeding response. Right now they're not too active since it is winter and it's a bit cooler, so most of the time the female right here spends her time in this hollow cork log.
Hey, I'm Alex, and right now you're looking at my blue-tongued skink named Olive, and she is just a few months old, but she's been growing really quickly. And I'm going to tell you some of the really cool things about blue tongues. First off, my blue tongue is a northern blue tongue, which are found in the north of Australia. But something really cool about blue-tongued skinks is they are found in very different climates, even though they are still the same species almost. Some are found in some of the driest parts of Australia, and others are found in very tropical, very humid places in the Middle East and also in Australia. There's 4 different types. There's northern, southern, western, and eastern, and they're found on different continents. And of course, you can probably guess this from the name, but one of the really unique things about blue-tongued skinks is they do have blue tongues, and albino blue tongues have pink tongues. They also get pretty large for lizards. Female blue tongues like Olive will get about 18 inches depending on the type, and some can get up to 2 feet, and a few have gotten over 2 feet. So they are not very small lizards.
What's up, guys? So it's me, Caden, and I'm doing my segment on Chinese water dragons. These are really cool agama from China, obviously, and other Asian countries. Yeah, those little bugs crawling on them are just springtails. I'm not sure how they got in here, but yeah. Anyways, these are a really cool lizard, but if you guys are gonna get them, take in mind they do get like 2 feet big, and they're semi-aquatic, and arboreal. So the minimum cage size is for an adult would be 4 feet high by 4 feet long by 2 feet deep. And that's how big, that's how small I would go. Some people keep them in 75s, but I think that's way too small. Anyways, these guys do like crickets a lot. I'll see if I can get mine. This is Drake to eat one. So he didn't want the cricket. Anyways, yeah, it can be pretty picky eaters. And yeah, my guy seems to like earthworms a lot. And they aren't really the brightest lizards ever. They don't seem to figure out glass or plastic. And that's a common, nose rub is a common issue. Because of that, my guy has it slightly, yeah, has it slightly, but I've seen dragons that are way worse about it than he is. Yeah, so that's a Chinese water dragon. They are fairly advanced and they are not very handleable, I guess. He'll sometimes let me pick him up, but yeah, so yep, see ya.